All right, we're reporting live from Athens, Georgia. This is the Slob 2022 Slob softball game. I'm with
Pigsky and Pete. What's up, everybody?
And we're just getting some pregame interviews, man. Tell me about your team. Tell me about your squad. Tell me about the matchup you got against. I don't even know the team over there, but
that's Team Raj, the losing team.
Losing team. Tell me about the matchups we got going on.
Well, first of all, Team Fools wakes up in the morning. We piss excellence. We're not playing any games out here today. We're gonna. It's gonna be a bloodbath. They're probably gonna want to quit after about the 4th inning.
Okay.
I'm thinking it's gonna be about 20-3 after the 4th inning, and I think Raj is gonna, fake like some sort of injury or something, or maybe D4.
What's your prediction for that? For the fake of the injury?
Yeah, fake injury. He'll probably like try to slide into second, and get. Of course, he'll get out. And then he'll come up holding his knee or something.
Of course.
And we'll use a mercy rule if we have to.
Okay. Is there anybody on that team that you're worried about? Anybody that, of course they're not a bad team as you could like to say it, but anyone on that team that you're like, okay, he might stick out as someone to worry about?
Not really.
No. You heard it here first.
No,
they're
not
all
really. I'm not really worried about anybody. I mean, Uncle Lou can't even walk more than 2 miles an hour. So chances that he gets on base are 0.
Oh, clip that.
I think that Raj's probably the best player, which is pretty sad.
All right.
But I don't play women's sports.
Oh.
So, I mean, I know they're really good at women's sports.
My God.
But we don't even need to practice, man.
The straight dissing.
We don't even need to practice.
Pigsky, we wish you all the best.
All right, buddy.
Hey, final score prediction.
23-20. That's for real, though.
All right. Yeah. There you have it. Got a reporting live from Athens, Georgia. It is the Slob Olympic softball game, and I am with my main man here, Tiger Baskins. But, hey,
yes, sir.
We already talked to Pigsky and Pete. We're getting some pregame interviews. How are you feeling? We got a pretty okay matchup. How would you describe the matchup going on over here?
Overweight versus underweight.
My God.
Yeah. The other team, go ahead, next.
All right. Oh, hey, that's all you need to say. Hey, I see it looks like y'all have a star-studded cast. Is there anybody outside of you that's going to kind of carry the load and bring your team to victory?
Me.
Me? You and you alone?
Yeah.
You and you and you?
I'll provide the runs, the outs. I think we have entertainment. I'm providing that, and I have food in the dugout. So anything and everything.
Does your back hurt, sir, from just carrying everything on the team?
I actually have been practicing this whole week. There's a lot of homeless people that need rides. Instead of using my car, I'll piggyback ride them up and down the road. So I'm pretty strong with that. But
Okay.
I mean, they're big, but I'm okay. Golden Blue Dude, I mean, that'll be fine. I can put him in my pocket.
Okay, he just slid that in there. He's like, me, and then Golden Blue Dude. Yeah. I see. Okay, and then last but not least, your score prediction. What do you see the final score being for this game?
To be honest, I think it's going to be a really high-scoring game.
Okay.
Just because you got a lot of people out here who aren't really great. And I think that's going to be the fun thing is seeing who gives up first, who is out of breath, who passes out, who dies
that's
first.
actually the key. I want to see how y'all's stamina goes during this one. I think you'll be fine, but anyone who passes out during the game, do you have any guesses?
I say we leave them.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. You're saying who would pass out?
But I know whoever it is, you're going to leave them.
Yeah, facts. Just throw some water on them or kick dirt. I don't know, something, dude.
Wow, love to see it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess you do have, what's his name? Sea Cat.
Sea Cat. Oh!
Sea Dog. Yeah, Sea Dog.
Oh, man. Hey, pan over there. Look at him.
My boy. Yeah, I think. But away from that, though, on a real note, good news. Your boy just got the head coaching position at a middle school.
Okay.
To be the girls basketball coach. So, and I just got 2 of my kids I trained scholarships in the past 2 weeks.
Shameless plug.
That'll make 12 kids in the last 7 years.
Hey, he's true to this. He's not new to this.
That's
a wrap.
Oh, I like that.
It's your host, Stevie J. We're reporting live in Athens, Georgia for the 2022 Slob softball game. I'm here with my man, Law Tide, and, man, it's the bottom of the first. We already got a 3-0 deficit. What's it looking like? What's your mindset right now?
I think we're going to be all right. Early in the game.
Okay.
We got some heavy hitters coming.
Heavy hitters? Who are you counting on to kind of wield your team to victory today?
I think Roger got the big bat.
Okay.
He's in the hometown mode right now.
Okay. Oh, we got a foul.
I think Big Dog Brett, I believe he's going to
bring
it.
Yeah, he looks like a beast.
And shoot, we got a few more over there. I think we're going to be all right.
You think you're going to be all right?
I think we're going to be all right.
Not shaking by this 3-0? Okay.
No, man.
Okay.
They batting Millis way too they should have left him a little lower.
Give me your final score prediction. I want to hear from
you. Let's see. I'll say we win 22-17.
22. Looking like a football score.
Yeah, that's right. There ain't nobody going field out here.
All right. Appreciate having you. All right. Reporting live. This is the 2022 Slob softball game. I'm with my man Uncle Lou here, and Uncle Lou, I gotta tell you, y'all went down 3-0 in the first inning, but then came roaring back with a 4-run inning, and now it's tied up right now. But how are you feeling going into the second inning?
I'm feeling pretty good, tied up. We're up bottom of the second inning. We'll score another 3 or 4 runs this inning.
You think so? Okay.
Oh, yeah. We got this. I like what I've seen so far from our squad.
Yeah, y'all's defense is doing pretty good.
No real weak links. A couple of home runs already, playing the field pretty well. I think our chances are pretty good.
But how do you contain Tiger Baskins? He already hit a home run off his first string. I think he's going to be the power hitter for Team Fools. How do you manage that?
Well, I don't know if you noticed or not, but he's about 250 pounds overweight. He's a first inning guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth inning, the guy's completely useless. I'm be surprised if he can even drag himself out onto the field after about the third inning. Honestly, and I like Tiger Baskins. And like you said, hell of a power hitter in the first inning.
Golly, okay, y'all heard it here first. So he's going to gas out.
There's no question.
Okay, wow. All right, we're going to see how it goes. And I mean, the game's still early, but what's the final score prediction? What we have it looking like?
I'm guessing probably somewhere around 20 to 15.
Okay. When do you think y'all are going to get that separation? 'Cause it looks like it's going to be close for the whole game.
We'll put, like I said, bunch of slobs over there. We will pull away in the second half of this game.
Funny enough, they said y'all were slobs. They said y'all were the...
Monkey see, monkey do.
Oh!
I got to go hit a home run.
All right.
I'll be right back.
All right,
Thanks,
nice working
buddy.
with you. And we're out.
Hey everybody. So I've returned home after this amazing weekend I just spent in the Slob softball games. And man, what a freaking time it was. I got to see, everybody from the YouTube community, and man, it was so much freaking fun. And I really had a great time. I got there Friday around 3. I pulled right up to Raj's house, and we stayed there until about 11 o'clock that night. And man, it was all kinds of people hanging out. I got to see some of my good friends on here, Pete and Lou, and X-Wing, Millis, D4. Got to see my freaking main man D4, and of course Brett and Raj and Law Tide. Oh God, I gotta remember everybody now that I got to see. I got to see everybody's old ladies, HBP, Traveling Fools. Man, those are my boys, man. And Colby, we really tore it up at this weekend, man. Oh my God, you notice I'm sitting here. Well, that's because I'm pretty wiped out. It was a long weekend. And we went to Rogers that first on Friday night, and we're there pretty much all night. Of course, it was 1,000 freaking Georgia fans. You had Kevin and Jay Shipes and freaking Sir UGA, and shout out to all you guys. I met some of you guys. I guess some of you freaking dog fans are all right. Savage Dog and Let the Big Dog Eat. Got to meet him and his family, and that was nice. I have trouble keeping up with all these freaking dog names. Of course, me, Sea Dog. There's only one. There's only one Sea Dog, but you get K Dog and freaking Big Dog and the meat dog. I don't know. There's all kind of dogs, and I got a hard time keeping up with them. Good Lord. So, and let me tell you what also is my heart really does go out to Mayhem Matthew and the tragic passing of his mother-in-law. I'm so glad that him and his wife were able to make it, and we were able to hang out with them and get to see them. They were really great, and I'm glad that they were able to show up. Mayhem Matthew even said to me, like, we gotta get a picture before you go, and I was like, yeah. And then it didn't happen. So look, Mayhem Matthew, I just put your head in there over a picture of me and Millis, so hopefully that'll hold you over until I get to see you at the next Slob Olympics. So it was good to see you, buddy. We showed up the next day at the Slob's softball game, and of course I stayed with X-Wing that night, and X-Wing's Mrs. X-Wing and a couple of my friends, and we were packed out in that hotel room, and good Lord, shout out to my man X-Wing. He snores like a freaking gorilla or something. It just shout out to you, X-Wing. Had a good time hanging out with you. You snore like crazy though, and we were staying in that damn hotel room. And these people in the next room were having loud sex all night. And I'm like, good Lord, I didn't get a freaking lick of sleep between X-Wing going, and the people next door like, yeah, I'm sitting there like, God dang, can I get some freaking sleep? So, pulled up to the Slob softball game, pretty tired. Maybe that's why we lost, I don't know. But I was pretty wiped out all day. Of course, the heat didn't help. We got there, the game started, Team Fools, shout out to my Team Fools, man. We had, I had to pull up the freaking roster here. I just wanted to talk about this weekend, man. I wanted to talk about, kind of everything that went down and about my team and kind of just run through the weekend, if that's all right. I'm hanging out a little bit here. But, I'll put up some of these pictures, too, that we had. Our team Fools was freaking stacked, and I'll tell you what, we had Traveling Fools, Golden Blue Dude, Millis, D4, myself, Battle Angel Pete, freaking Tiger Baskins, man. Me and Tiger Baskins were kicking some serious ass. I'll tell you what, and I got to include this clip, and I'll tell you about it too. We had HBP and Friction Vixen and Colby, man. You can't put together a better squad than that. Of course, those bums, Team Raj, wind up sneaking away with the end because they pulled a Cumberland on us. You guys ever... I'm not so sure how many people are familiar with the story of Georgia Tech and the 222-0 game. A little quick backstory here for you. The 222-0 game was John Heisman. That's right, of the Heisman Trophy was the coach of Georgia Tech. And freaking Cumberland, John Heisman coached Georgia Tech's baseball and football team. And Cumberland decides to, one game against Georgia Tech, substitute their players for with pro athletes. So they weren't using college students, they were using pro athletes. And so they beat all the college kids 22-0. So John Heisman decided to get his revenge in football, which funny enough, they actually didn't have a football team. I think their football team had disbanded. Well, he wasn't about to let them out of that contract, so they had to put together a football team, which was comprised mostly of the baseball players. So then he beat them at poetic 222-0 in revenge. But I say all that to say that's what Team Raj did. Oh, poor P Digits, man. My heart goes out to P Digits. Of course, he freaking gets attacked by a pit bull, which, oh my God, man, I hope you're okay. You're one of my favorite commenters, P Digits. I hope you're all right, and I was really looking forward to seeing you too. But, so instead of P Digits, he brings in his cousin, who's looks like a freaking monster, dude, and brings him in, and he's like a pro athlete, and dude won the game for him, hit a freaking walk-off home run to win the game. I mean, dude was jacked and freaking huge. So they pulled a Cumberland on us. Team Raj did. But you know what? You know how the history repeats itself, right? That means in the Slob football game, we're gonna destroy you guys. Okay, Team Raj? So celebrate your victory for now. But we'll be coming after you soon enough. But it was a blast playing the game. I was playing third base. I have my man Tiger Baskins right here at shortstop, and it was a good combination because I can feel pretty good, but I hurt my shoulder in football, So I wasn't even able to I'm not able to throw it real good. But of course, Tiger Baskins, dude, when I tell you, man, he can throw a freaking laser beam across the damn ballpark, and it's at 100 miles an hour, and it's dead accurate. And my man D4 on first base catches it every time. So one of the highlights of the game for me was, well, I could field the balls decent enough. I wasn't letting them get past me or anything. But when I go to throw them, I arch over too much or whatever. It's messing with my shoulder. So, we decide to use our strengths. This is the Team Fools trademark freaking smart brain way of thinking, okay? Tiger Baskins was like, "Oh, dude, just give it to me. I'm right. I'll be right behind you. You field it, flip it to me, and I can throw it to first." And we sure did. The very next play, Uncle freaking Loser hits a damn grounder to me. I turn around and pitch it the wrong way to the shortstop. Team Raj just saw there celebrating like they got a freaking base hit, but no. Tiger Baskins beams that thing across the ballpark to first and gets him out. It was the best play of the game. My man Traveling Fools caught it on tape, and I'll include it in this video. But when you're Team Fools, hey, that's what you gotta do. You gotta use your strengths. And we happen to have a pro freaking player on our team, Tiger Baskins, and he's been playing baseball, softball all his life, so he was really good. Him and Colby, they actually play. So, of course, we use our strength to our advantage, and it worked out really well for that one play. And I feel like we were pretty good fielding, but, Team Raj, as far as their strength, well, they bring in this freaking mountain of a man, and he hit several home runs. They had a few big hitters on our team, on their team. They had Big Dog Brett, Lawtide, and freaking Raj, and of course, Raj's cousin was the one that wound up winning the game for him. And those guys can hit a damn softball. I'll tell you what, I haven't hit a softball and a baseball in since I was a little kid. So, I wasn't too good at batting, but man, it was a close game. Everybody thought it was going to be some kind of shootout, but the fielding actually wound up being really good. Like, we were able to field it very decently. The final score was 8-7, and we started out 3-0. Then they came up on us, and it was like 4-3, and it was a close, exciting game down to the wire the whole time. And we just had an absolute blast. I was like, it just came down to the wire. I was in the zone. I was trying my ass off. I wanted to do a good job for my Team Fools. Well, we came up short, but we'll get them next time. I love my Team Fools, and hopefully we'll do the same teams next year. I'd like to take another crack at those freaking guys over there on Team Raj, but congrats to Team Raj. They were the better players for the day. But like I said, the Slob football game will be a different story. It'll be a blowout, okay? So, yep. So then afterwards, after the game, we're all dying and stuff. Lawtide, give it up to Lawtide. He has a way of, they've got these guys on their team. Lawtide can forcefully expel any weakness in his body. And we just weren't able to do that. But it was getting really hot, and I gotta say, I'm glad the game was 7 innings, because I was hitting the wall too. I'm like sprinting my ass off around the bases, and we get out, and then I gotta run back out there. I'm like, God dang, can we hang on a second, man? I am whooped. You know me, I'm used to sitting around here in my man cave and yelling at things, so I wasn't quite acclimated. It was hot as hell, hotter than the damn Satan's ball sack out there. But we had a good support staff. Of course, my lovely wife and Huffer Billy Paul's old lady Robin. Shout out to them. They were fanning me and giving me water, and they had a little. They were sitting over there underneath the tent, and anybody that come up, they would fan them, and it was such a good time. And after the game, we went to this little building that was right across the street in the same ballpark. And shout out to my man Hoghead slaving over these steaks and ribs and burgers. He started cooking at like 11, and the game lasted a couple hours, and then we were there for a while. And man, this man Hoghead, he cooked so many steaks, and let me tell you, it's not easy work feeding so many slobs, because you ought to see the size of these people, and it takes a lot to feed, especially that we've been running around in the heat and we're all hungry. So shout out to Hoghead, who cooks up a damn good steak too, probably the best I ever had, and the ribs, and Mrs. Pete and her freaking desserts were off the chain. And yeah, all the food was good, and Raj's wife and her mom cooked up some of the side dishes, and they were working real hard. When I got there, they were all from slaving over that food in the kitchen, and everything was really, really good. If I'm leaving anybody out, I'm sorry, but that's all I know who all cooked. But everybody contributed, and everything, the whole thing went off like without a hitch. We had some officers there that were looking out for us, and they were cool. And shout out to Raj who put the whole thing together, rented out the park for us. Traveling Fools, him and Traveling Fools that organized this whole thing, and Colby's dad, who was the all-time pitcher. Everybody pitched in and came together, and it was such a freaking good time, dude. And man, I really cherish everything and being able to do this stuff, because it was a blast. So, these are the memories that make me a wealthy soul. Little Bob Seger quote for you. So, I had a great time, and of course, well, this was all yesterday. Today's Sunday. I'm recording this, and of course, last night, man, we hit the town. A few folks, took off, and we hit the town, dude. And things got a little crazy there in the dump known as downtown Athens. And let me tell you, that kind of place sucks. We were bar hopping a little bit. Of course, none of the places have food. I mean, if you're like me, I don't really drink, so I like for some place to have food, so, I don't drink or smoke or anything. I like to freaking eat fried chicken and ice cream. So if a bar always has, food, then I appreciate that. But no, nothing in Athens have food. They did have this Little Italy place that's open till 2, so me and HVP went and had a bit of pizza real late at night, while everybody else went to this country bar, and, well, things got a little wacky there. A little bit of hijinks there that occurred. I'm not so sure if I should be talking about that, but it got pretty crazy, but we had a great time. We had so much fun, and we were anytime the slobs get together and we go out in public, there's some kind of we naturally draw attention. I guess we stick out wherever we go, because we had people talking and asking what the hell we were doing. I mean, it's not like the Slob Olympics where we were dressed up and I had a chicken wing dangling over my head, but it was we just stick out wherever we go. Some people were asking us, some dude was asking D4, he was wearing his Texas shirt walking into a bar in Athens, and one dude's like, "Texas, huh?" D4's like, "Yeah, what about it?" Dude's like, oh okay. Yeah, I'll freaking walk around Athens with my Tex shit on and my Tahoe, Georgia shirt on. I don't care. I don't care. I'll walk around and tell them they suck. I'll let them know. Okay? And so I was bitching the whole time about how bad Athens sucks and how much I hate the Bulldogs. And it was funny. It was great. So we had fun at the bars. And then, of course, they let me stay at the Airbnb. Colby and Lou and Pete and them let me stay at the Airbnb with them. We stayed up pretty late talking, and then in the morning I woke up and went to breakfast with Traveling Fools, his lovely wife, and Pete and his wife, and Colby and his girl, and me. So we had a great time doing that, and then of course we cruised on up to Sanford Stadium and took the iconic photos, which you see now. So, a couple ACC boys cruising up into the old Sanford Stadium there and giving them the what for. So, of course, we love doing that. We love slandering and besmirching Georgia whenever we get the chance. So, we were not gonna miss that chance. And that was the weekend. That was the entire recapped weekend of the Slob Olympics. We had a few Stevie J interviews, not too many. Last time we had about 45 minutes of footage. This time we have a few crumbs of footage. You know, well, that's just how it is. You know, Stevie J, he's you know, he don't got a lot of time, man. He's got places to be, man. Can't be interviewing for too long. He's got to move on to the next thing. So he got a few good interviews, which I feel like they're pretty quality. And then, of course, I think that wraps it up. I think that's the weekend in summary. And I had a freaking great time. Everybody who I shouted out, apologies if I miss you. I'm just rambling off the top of my head. And but I think I got everybody. I think I did. But I really loved meeting everybody. And it was a great time. If I left you out, I don't think I meant to. If I left you out, you're probably a Georgia fan, and there's just too damn many of those for me to keep up with. I'm kidding. I love hanging out with everybody, even if you're a Georgia fan, okay? I'm just freaking gotta make fun of you, and you gotta make fun of me too. Don't worry, I took my fair share of it this weekend too. So anyway, I had a great freaking time. I love you guys. And I love hanging out and getting together and doing all this crazy shit with you guys. And I hope we can do it again in the future. And go Jackets. And I'll see y'all next time.
I was drunk and ate my mom.